Good morning. It's a peachy 5:20 a.m. here in Minnesota in the States. I got up at 3 per usual just so I can enjoy looking at a chart for a couple hours. Maybe a little depressing, but what is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades. We give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools to you guys here at the community, make a couple people better than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. Now, quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We have had quite a few new members join us. We're sitting at 276 members. Thank you guys so much. Evan, Jacob, Kevin, Pete, Broke Boy, Ash, Danny, David, Jordan, David, Kinhan. You guys rock. I really do appreciate the support. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And guys, this Discord is absolute gold. There's a lot of good stuff happening in here. We've got a bunch of different chat bars. We've got specific stock channels to discuss whatever stocks people want to talk about. We've got watch list stocks. We've got news channels. It's absolutely awesome. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description box down below to the Patreon. And then watch out for the scam account. This is not me. You'll know it's not me because he doesn't have that great box around his name. Don't buy his crap. Don't call that number. Report the account if you can. We'll be cooking with absolute bacon grease. So today, we're going to be giving a analysis on ticker symbol MARA, Marathon Patent Group Incorporated, and I have covered this stock in the past. This is a request from a patron over the Patreon. I think his name was Buy the Dip, but we're just going to give a quick rundown on this. So let's take a quick look at the 1-month chart. We'll discuss some different indicators that I've pulled up. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, which is anything over 70 being overbought, anything under 30 oversold. We have the 200 EMA, the Exponential Moving Average, and this is just a 200-day average trend line based on price action over a 200-day moving period. And then the 15-day VWMA, the volume adjusted moving average, is an average trend line based on price action over a 15-day period, and then it does take into consideration the overall volume and adjust the trend line accordingly. So we'll look at that. We'll look at both levels of support and resistance, potential entry exit points. Just to be completely transparent, I do not have a position in Mara. So I'll say it straight as I see it, how the charts are looking, what I think is going to happen in the future. We'll level off some entry points, exit points, midterms, long-term investments. We'll talk about what the company is. I've got a couple different websites pulled up. And then we'll look at this on a 1-day, 1-minute chart and just talk about it there. So let's just pull up the website really quick and take a look at what Mara is. It is a digital asset technology company, which mines cryptocurrencies with a focus on the blockchain ecosystem and the generation of digital assets. On StockTwits, it does have 66,000 followers. Message volume is down. Sentiment is down. Price is actually still up. Pre-market, we're down a little bit. But I just want to give a quick rundown on why we may have seen the Patent Group stock come crashing down. This is posted on January 13th, 2021. So shares of Bitcoin mining company Marathon Patent Group came crashing down on Wednesday after the company announced a $250 million stock offering. The immediate issue here is shareholder dilution, but the massive move could hold clues to the future of the company. As of 12:30 EST, Marathon stock was down 15%. And if you're a day or swing trader, right, an offering obviously doesn't interest you, but as a mid to long-term investor, if you believe in Bitcoin, the future of Bitcoin, and Mara as a company, you're going to be sitting okay with that offering. If anything, that was an opportunity for you to load the boat and really crank down some shares on this. And guys, honestly, a 15% correction is really not that bad. If we look back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days ago, this stock was trading at $11, and we capped out at $30. That's a 200% run up in 4 days. That's filthy. That's absolutely disgusting. Oh, man. And I did not get into this stock. It was brought to my attention by a couple people, but I'm not going to lie. Cryptocurrency scares the living crap out of me. just like Tesla scares the living crap out of me. That's a whole different video, but a 15% correction after a 200% run-up is healthy. That's not bad whatsoever, and this is a way for the company to really back up its financials and grow for the future. So if you believe in Mara, you believe in the future of crypto mining, this company does not look bad right now. And honestly, we'll run through some of the different things on the charts here, but they're still in bullish territory macroscopically speaking. I see no reason to believe that there's a trend reversal coming. I mean, we have seen a little bit of a sell-off in the last 2 days, right? And if this trend continues, you may see a gap down here in the pre-market, but it doesn't really look like it, right? When we've seen those gap downs previously, they were pretty harsh, and we haven't quite seen that yet. So I do think we're actually sitting all right now. This doesn't look that bad to me. So we'll just run through some levels of support and resistance really fast. We're currently looking at support right around 23.43. This isn't a very strong level of support. I don't like that a lot. But the next level that I do like to see, because we do have quite a few candle wicks touching this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a strong acting level of support. It's $20.88. Now, if you do see a drop through 23.43, I think 20.88 is going to be the next stop for the stock. So if you're looking to enter, that's going to be a perfect entry point for you. Of course, I can't guarantee it's going to do that, right? It may start a bullish run. It's kind of in a loading phase right now. This could go a couple different ways. We've got a little bit of consolidation happening right now. So if we draw a downward trend line here, and we pull this chart over to the side a little bit and continue into today, and we draw a trend line up from the bottom, we have a pretty solid funneling happening right now. And this is just confirmation to buyers of price action. And when you see this consolidation, what it does is it tells buyers, okay, this stock, that correction is probably over. It has leveled out. I feel pretty comfortable getting into this because I don't think the risk is very high for it to continue to drop, right? And the closer we are to this top trend line, the better. The more likely we are to see it push through. And if we do see it push through the trend line today, anywhere between $25.50 and $26, I think it's possible that we retest some previous highs here near $30, $28.95. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, right? We are currently on a 3-day downward trend a little bit, right? So just keep in mind the microscopic perspective on this, but macroscopically speaking, this stock is still growing. And I think investors, not traders, investors looking at that offering are thinking this is a good thing for the company. And I guarantee you what happened when the stock plummeted like this, it dropped 15%, there were people loading the boat. And you can see that with this huge green candle right here. People are going to set it and forget it. They're not going to think twice about Mara if they believe in this company as a mid to long-term investment, because the potential is there for it to keep running if it continues the growth that it's seen, right? This was I don't know how long ago it was a penny stock, but I'm pretty sure this is a penny stock not that long ago. Yeah, $8. So it went from $8 all the way up to almost $30. That's absolutely disgusting. I can't believe that, honestly. The volume is insane right now. The volume is looking absolutely nuts. And we did have that crossover on the 15-day VWMA over the 200 EMA. And honestly, if this was on my radar, if I wasn't scared to death of cryptocurrency, I probably would have brought this to you guys' attention for an opportunity to get into this run-up here, because this to me is always an indicator of a run-up. And on the flip side, if you see the 15-day VWMA cross back underneath the 200 EMA, and I'll draw that out just so you can visually see that. If we see the 200 EMA draw something like that, and we see another harsh sell-off today, right? You see the 15-day VWMA cross underneath that 200 EMA, and you can confirm it just by labeling it with this little circle right here. That is an indicator to me that the stock is in bearish territory. And that is the perfect time to buy. If you catch us at $20.88 and you believe in the company, I'm not personally going to develop a position in Mara, but if you see that happen, it is a good opportunity to get into the stock or average up on your position if you believe in what the company is doing long term. Now, I do want you to be aware of the dangers of investing in cryptocurrency. Make sure you do your own due diligence. There's a reason I'm not in it. It scares the crap out of me. I think we're investing in the idea of crypto, and I'm probably gonna get some hate for that in the comments, but it's not the current currency, right? Oh man, double up. It's not the current currency. So, we do still use the American dollar. And one thing I think is interesting, there is potential with cryptocurrency. I don't know whether it's going to be Bitcoin. And obviously, Mara is not a Bitcoin. They're not Bitcoin itself. They're just a crypto mining company. So I guess the potential is there for them no matter what. But the American dollar depreciates in value every year, while cryptocurrency is increasing in value. So that is something to keep in the back of your mind. It is interesting, right? So if you do see that happen, I think it's a great opportunity to load the boat. The volume is still looking pretty high. It has kept a lot of the traction that it is, honestly. Man, that's filthy. I can't believe that. I think there's a lot of people interested in this company, honestly. It's just a lot of green bars. We had a couple of sell-off periods, but when we see this huge run-up right here, and then this sell-off, I don't think it was a pretty massive sell-off, honestly. I think there's a little bit of action happening here, market maker. I don't want to say they're manipulating, but that's a pretty steep drop for the amount of volume that we saw pump into the stock. So I don't think that 15% is honestly pretty light. That's not really that bad, but I think a lot of people still have their money in this. I think we are still looking at investors that are in Mara, not so much swing traders or day traders. I think the opportunity here is pretty solid for mid to long-term investors. So that's currently what we're looking at. You're going to want to watch for a push above that trend line, $25.50 to $26, and then I think you're going to be looking at a retest of that $29 mark. If we change it to a 2-day chart real quick and a 1-minute frequency, we'll take a look at some confirmations. And we did have a cross under on the 15-day VWMA underneath the 200 EMA, which is a bearish sign. And you can see we did have a pretty steep sell-off. This is looking a little bit like a head and shoulders pattern, so I will just point that out right now. This is one head right here. I drew it absolutely backwards. That's a shoulder right there. We've got another shoulder right here. And then the head is right here. So that is a bearish sign. We did see that come to fruition. It did take off pretty hard, but we did have a triple bottom right here. So that is something to keep in the back of your mind. That's typically a sign of a trend reversal. When you see this triple bottom like that, it's an indicator of weak selling pressure. And if we zoom in on the candles here, let's take a quick look. Not very long wicks, but we did have a nice bounce back. It was pretty harsh buying pressure back up, and then we do have that double bottom. I call this a W for George W. Bush, W for winning, and a double bottom like this, or the W formation, is typically a bullish indicator. So we did see a little bit of a trend reversal leading into the rest of the day on the price action. We did have. This is looking kind of like a small head and shoulders. I'm not quite going to label that, but looking at the pre-market right now, we are down a little bit. We are seeing a little bit of a gap down, followed by some recovery. The VWMA did cross over the 200 EMA leading into today. So you're going to be watching for the same thing on the 1-day chart, and that could be an indicator of a trend reversal, microscopically speaking. I find that is the best indicator to me. That and watching the RSI, right? So if you see a lot of pressure pushing on 70, a lot of overbought territory, that's probably a good indicator to you that the bears are taking control back on the stock, and that's what I'd be watching for. So that is what we are looking at with ticker symbol MARA, Mara, Marathon Patent Group Incorporated. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to almost 8,000 subscribers in a little less than a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, I could not recommend this highly enough. It is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you do use my link, I will receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos and I appreciate your support in that way. So that is what I have for the video today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.